Hello, Helena. It's Emily McVeigh, Executive Director of the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area. We're here for this week's United Way Partner Spotlight with Tim and Bruce from Helena Food Share. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And you guys have lots of things coming up for the holidays, and Food Share is always very busy. So tell us what's new with Helena Food Share and how things have changed in the past couple of years.
Sure. Yeah, it is a busy time of year. And actually, in these last several months, last 6 months to 8 months, we've just seen a real increase in terms of the number of people who are coming to us and asking for help with food. It's been, about a 50% increase over the previous year, month to month. And so we're expecting that, during the holiday season, not only will people be needing help with their regular groceries, but there'll be a lot of requests for help with holiday meals as well. And so we're preparing for that. But we are back to, how have things changed over the last couple of years. We are back to now people shopping in our pantry at Lewis Street, providing groceries, a cart full of groceries. And so it's open market choice shopping again. And people who are in need of help come to us and they get to find the food that best fits their needs and their family.
Great. So back to in-person, people lining up, waiting to get in. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this is a question later on, but you guys have some big changes coming up as well.
We do, yeah. We have plans to build a new facility for Helena Food Share in the near future. Sort of between Montana, Boulder, and Lindale Avenues is the site that we'll be locating on. We hope to begin construction next spring, and we've been raising funds for it. We're at about 75% of our goal of the cost of the project, and we hope to be there in the spring and be building next year.
Yeah, that's really great news for Food Share that has needed expansion for a lot of years, probably since the day it opened, really.
Right.
I remember interning there way back when it first opened, when I was in college, and it was already pretty busy and full, and yeah. So
Absolutely. I just, just to make a point about that, when we opened that pantry in the year 2000, we provided 3,200 food boxes to people that entire year. In 2020, we provided 89,000 food assistance services, basically out of the same footprint of facilities. So it's a 2,600% increase, pretty big, and it just points to, how really over capacity we are working out of where we are, and we want to be able to serve the community in the way that it needs to be served right now and into the future. So that's why the new facility.
Yeah, and you guys announced that at Hometown Helena yesterday, and those of us who have been around a while, we're so excited to hear the cared property is finally going to be used for something good. So,
absolutely. It's a good location.
That was great.
It'll be a good location for us because it's central, in the city, access to good transportation, so people can get to us and find us.
Yeah, you guys are a little tucked away back there
right now. We are, yeah.
So the Turkey Challenge is coming up. It's almost Thanksgiving already. What's happening with this year's Turkey Challenge?
Yeah, it's we're excited. It's going to be a little closer to what it used to be. It's going to be November 18th is the actual day of the Turkey Challenge. And now leading up to that, you can donate to help us. Our goal this year is to get 2,500 holiday meals for folks in need in Helena, and the super generous people of Helena every year. It's just sort of amazing how much gets brought down to the library. That's one important thing right now, though, is we're not looking for turkeys this year to come to the library. We've learned over the past few years that we need to order stuff ahead of time, and funds are what really help us even more. So we've already placed orders for turkeys ages ago. Turkeys are very, very difficult to get this year, everyone is saying. So we've placed orders for that and all our sides and basic stuff for holiday meals already. So we're looking to make sure that we can fill the rest of those out, pay for those orders, and make sure everyone has stuff for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then beyond as well.
Yeah, so it's a lot like Angel Fund has switched over their system, much like this Turkey Challenge. So people aren't, they're like, oh, I like to buy school supplies or I like to buy a turkey, but your dollar goes way, way further by just giving the money to you guys and allowing you guys to purchase in bulk in the systems that you guys have access to that we don't have access to as the public.
Exactly.
So you can help a lot more people with $1 than you used to be able to.
Yeah,
with
exactly
the other
true.
old way
Absolutely.
of doing things. So that's, I think, important for people to know that you're helping a lot more people with their dollars than. And turkeys are kind of expensive this year,
Correct.
so it's a
Right.
little easier
Yeah.
to give a couple bucks or $20 or $100. And you guys are doing a lot of fun challenges with businesses. So how can people get involved with the challenge?
Yeah, your businesses can contact me at Helena Food Share or Maddie, who's our other development coordinator there. And if you want to get involved, you can challenge another business to raise funds. You can challenge within your business, the first floor against the third floor to see who raises the most money. We're also very excited that on the 18th, Cochrane Insurance is again matching $10,000. So if you're going to give online or in person, you can. That's a great day to do it because they will match those funds up to $10,000. One of my favorite challenges that's happening this year is, SoFi has challenged Hint, the Helena Independent Network of Technologists, and Hint has taken it all the way and changed their name to Helena Independent Network of Turkeys. And they are Helena Turkeys on Instagram, which I think is fun. It's just a super fun, it's a fun challenge, laid to someone else. And then really I think the real challenge is to all of Helena to make sure that everyone has a meal for the holidays. And, we get there every year, and we're excited to do it again this year because the need is it's going to be pretty great this year, clearly.
Yeah, groceries are spending
Yes.
right now. So they can give now, but the biggest day to give is the 18th. So
Correct.
keeping that in mind, like save your dollars and donate on the 18th because then there's that great match and then your money's going even further. Yeah.
Absolutely. And, just to add, people can donate online now, helenafoodsshare.org. They'll find a page for the Turkey Challenge. Or they can bring their checks or money, cash on that day. A variety of ways to give. And I'll just mention, look for the postcard that's coming. People in Helena will be getting postcards soon, so about the Turkey Challenge with more information.
Sure. And you guys are going to have events that day. So if they come down to the library, they're not just going to hand you a check. They'll get entertained or maybe even fed from the Charlie cart.
Exactly. At 11 and 2, we're going to have, so that we're excited that the library is back. It wasn't around for a couple of years because of COVID and then construction. So there's going to be a lot to do at the library. We'll be there from 10 to 5:30, and 10 to 5, I should say. And then you can come at 11 or 2. There'll be some cooking demonstrations. There's going to be holiday activities for the kids. We'll also have a spot for canned goods. So if you want to come drop off a donation and then a little bag of some sides for the holidays or just any sides, it's super helpful. But it's going to be a fun day where there's a rumor there's a turkey costume at Helena Food Share that
They might force you to
I
wear
might
that.
be forced to wear.
Much like we forced you to be on the interview. Like, no, Tim, you're
No,
just joining
it's
us
all
at the
good. It's all
table.
good. Yeah, but
It's all
it
good
should
fun.
be a fun day on the 18th.
Great, yeah, it's always a good day. Even if you're not chucking turkeys this year, there's always something else to
Exactly.
come down for. So how do people get access to the holiday meals if they are in need of holiday meals this year?
Yeah, well, we try to make it as easy as possible. We'll have a distribution day for Thanksgiving and then another one again for Christmas. You can already sign up for a Thanksgiving meal at our website, helenafoodsshare.org. Or if you don't have access to a computer, you don't want to do that, you can call us. So 443-3663, we can sign you up. You can come to our food pantry, maybe you'll be coming anyway, and sign up there. So there are a variety of ways that you'll be able to just say, I need help, I'd like to sign up for the Thanksgiving meal, and get signed up right away.
And then I think December 1st is when the Christmas box sign up will open.
Okay, I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, beat you to it.
Because we just finalized the Helena Holiday Helpers flyer that we helped coordinate at United Way, and all of that information for Food Share is on there for the holiday giving and distributions and all the things Patty shared with us, so people can get that. We'll be starting to push that out and hopefully get people the information to sign up with you guys. And then distribution happens the week before Thanksgiving?
It happens, the week of Thanksgiving. So we'll be first at St. Mary's Catholic Church.
Right.
They partner with us and they do a distribution on Sunday, the 20th, and then it'll be Monday the 21st at Helena Food Share, Lewis Street Pantry.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to know about Turkey Challenge?
The website to go to is helenafoodsshare.org/turkey-challenge. That'll take you straight there. And then again, if there's any businesses out there who still want to get in on a challenge with another business, let me know and we can make it happen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah, do you have any questions? I took all the questions. She's new-ish to our world, so she might have things we don't know.
Well, if people can't financially donate to the Food Share, how else could they help?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, if people want to donate food, and they have food that maybe they have available or they don't need to put out a lot of money for it, they can certainly bring the food donations to Helena Food Share. They can bring them to the library on the 18th. We're also having food drives around town, around Helena at supermarkets every Saturday in November. So they could find a way to, at the grocery store, just maybe add a couple of cans or a few things to their shopping list and drop them off on their way out the door.
And did I see that you guys were going to be at the Bighorns game this weekend?
You may have seen that.
There's a lot of food drives. They keep popping up.
Oh, okay.
The beautiful thing about the Helena community is that there are businesses and individuals who are doing food drives in offices, at their place of business. And we sometimes learn about them beforehand, but other times we just get the food when they bring it down to us. And it's just such a great thing about our community.
And I think that someone explained to me, I'm new to the food share, and I understand now why those food drives are important. It's because variety. We get a lot of things that we buy regularly and get regularly, and when people bring this great variety of food, we're able to put some things on the shelf that you might not be able to get regularly in bulk, or something that a kid might be like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite canned whatever or a box of whatever. And to have that on the shelf is also really nice for people when they're walking through shopping, to see some of the regular things that they might not always be able to have access to.
Yeah, some of the fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not more one more thing of red beans. Or
Yeah. But and it's like, we lean towards healthy for sure. That's our goal, is like healthy, nutritious food coming through, but it's still great to have that variety.
Yeah. Especially in the holiday boxes. Like sometimes, people don't want a pie, but they want pudding, and so you can sort of accommodate some of those.
Do you guys need volunteers to help with the Turkey Challenge this year?
We can always use volunteers.
I think
yes.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I don't want to speak for Kathy, our volunteer coordinator, necessarily, but I think the short answer is yes. I don't know if shifts are all filled, but volunteers are always a huge part of what we do. We couldn't do it without volunteers.
And you guys, they can contact you guys to sign up to volunteer, or is there a place on your website to sign up to volunteer as well?
Yeah, there is not a place on the website to sign up, but there's information about. You could send a contact through our website, or you can email. Gives you the email for our volunteer coordinator, as well as a phone number. So those would all be ways to be able to get connected with us and find an opportunity to come down and volunteer, whether it's maybe with a food drive or the Turkey Challenge. Depends on what the needs are and what shifts maybe haven't been filled.
We do need people with strong backs right now.
Right.
There's a lot of heavy lifting at Helena Food Share on occasion. So if you are looking for a good workout on a weekday, come down and we can put you to work for sure.
Yeah, I went down with the chamber leadership group last year and put together boxes, and it was a workout. We were moving, and then stacking up boxes onto pallets and wrapping them up, and it was definitely get you a couple hours of cardio.
Exactly. Right, and there'll be groups putting together holiday boxes, so a certain portion of what we will be giving people on the holiday food boxes will be pre-boxed, you know, and so we have volunteers that come down and assemble that, and just a lot of needs. So a lot of moving pieces, and definitely we need the help.
Yeah. Although if you don't want to work out that hard, there were things like you could just open boxes. Like there's a lot of different jobs that you can do to be helpful in that kind of a line of work where it's like I'd cut the boxes, somebody else would open the boxes, somebody else would stack the things, and you can do the easier stuff. There's all kinds of ways to help. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Anything else about Food Share that you want to share before we sign off?
We really, as I was talking about earlier, I mean, the beautiful thing about the community is the community is very generous in supporting Helena Food Share and making sure that our neighbors who are in need have help when they need it. So thank you to everybody in the community who supports us and supports the people around us who are our neighbors. I mean, hunger kind of exists everywhere. We don't think about it often, maybe not think it's very visible, but I can tell you that every neighborhood in Helena has someone who's had some need, asking help for food. So thanks to the community. And the final thing is, if you do need help, or someone who needs help getting food, it's just really getting tough, for a lot of people. Please call us, come down to Helena Food Share. We're here to provide that help when you need it.
Great. And you guys presented yesterday at Hometown Helena and there's so much more that Food Share does than what we were able to talk about today. So if people are interested, go to your website or Hometown Helena. You can watch the video from yesterday. There's just a tremendous amount of work being done at Helena Food Share and their partner food programs to help people learn how to eat healthy, how to afford the food, how to cook it, all the things, and then helping provide it if needed. So I just think that was such a great information share yesterday for people that were like, oh, I had no idea those things were happening in our town, and from kids to seniors and everywhere in between.
Kids to seniors, kid packs and senior commodities and emergency food packs for people who are really, really hungry, have an urgent need. A lot of different programs and serving, targeted groups in a variety of ways.
Yeah, just so much good being done at Helena Food Share.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for United Way and all you're doing to help as well. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Helena, thanks for joining us again this week. We'll see you next week when we talk to Catholic Social Services.